For anyone in mental health, the session is really just the beginning, right? The client leaves, but the work, it's far from over. You've got this mountain of clinical notes to get through, and that's a task that can easily eat up your entire evening. Well, today, we're going to dive into some new tech that's trying to tackle that problem head on.
Therapy needs presence, not typing. Wow. That really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that struggle so many clinicians face. How can you be 100% there for your client, fully present in the moment, when you've got this little voice in the back of your head reminding you about the hours of paperwork waiting for you? It's like you're forced to be both a therapist and an administrator at the exact same time.
And yeah, that whole balancing act, it leads right here to the paperwork problem. We're talking about those late nights, trying to catch up on notes when you should be with your family, or just decompressing. All that admin stuff just bleeds into your personal time, and let's be real, it's a fast track to burnout. This isn't just annoying, it's a massive weight that pulls you away from what actually matters, caring for your patients.
Okay, but just imagine for a second, what if all that just vanished? Seriously, what if you could finish a session, and boom, in seconds, a perfect, secure, and precise clinical note is just there, ready for you to look over? That's the promise we're going to explore right now.
So, this is where a totally new kind of tool enters the picture, the AI scribe. And the one we're looking at today is called SessionNote AI. Think of it as a smart, secure assistant that's built specifically for therapists.
So what is an AI scribe, really? Well, in this case, it's a secure tool that listens to your session, figures out what's important, and then it just writes your clinical notes for you. And the really cool part, it does it with incredible precision and, this is key, in whatever format you already use. So, DAP, you name it.
Now, I know that might sound a little like magic, turning a conversation into a perfect note, but the way it actually works is designed to be super simple. Let's walk through how it's done.
It really is just 3 easy steps. First, you either record the session right in the app or upload a file you already have. Second, the AI jumps in and in just seconds, it generates the notes. And third, you just give it a quick once-over and with one click, copy it over to your EHR. The whole idea is to make documentation a quick final task, not this huge thing that hangs over your head for hours.
And here it is. This is what you get, a perfect AI-generated SOAP note. It's clean, it's structured, and get this, it was created from a 50-minute session in literally just a few seconds. This is what we're talking about when we say it's a game changer for your time. But what's going on under the hood here is way more than just a simple transcription. This isn't just a tape recorder. The AI is actually smart. It knows to filter out all the small talk, the how's the weather stuff. It uses professional clinical language, and it's trained to spot the important things, key themes, patient progress, even risk factors. It supports all the major note formats, so the draft it gives you is basically 95% of the way there. Okay, but let's be real. For any of this to matter, the tool has to be rock-solid reliable. We've all been there, right? The internet cuts out, your battery dies mid-sentence. It's a nightmare. Well, this system was built to avoid that. It's offline first, which means it works anywhere, even if you have 0 reception. And get this, the fail-safe recording means that even if your phone completely dies, every single word is saved. No more lost data.
And that reliability carries over to how you work, too. You could be recording on your phone on the go, and then later sit down at your laptop to review the note. It works seamlessly across all your devices, so everything is always perfectly in sync, no matter where you are.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about the big one, the absolute #1 priority for any clinician, security. When we're talking about patient data, there is absolutely no room for compromise, period. And let's get one thing crystal clear right from the start. Your data is yours, full stop. The platform is just a tool. It never owns your information. You and only you hold the keys.
This is all backed up by something they call a zero training guarantee. So what does that actually mean? It means your confidential session data, the audio, the notes, everything, is never ever used to train their AI. Your clinical data stays completely locked down and isolated inside your account.
The whole thing is built on a foundation of, ironclad security. It's fully HIPAA compliant, of course. You get a business associate agreement right away. The infrastructure is SOC 2 compliant. And on top of all that, it uses AES 256 and TLS 1.3 encryption. I know that's a lot of jargon, but what it means is they're using the same level of security that banks use to protect your data. From the second it's recorded to the second it's in your EHR, it is locked down tight.
And that control you have, It even extends to how long your data sticks around. There's a feature called digital shredding. It sounds cool, and it is. You get to decide exactly when your data gets permanently deleted. You can set it to automatically shred everything after 30 days, 90 days, whatever you want. This puts you in total command and helps minimize your liability. So, you take the crazy efficiency of the AI, you combine it with that top-tier security, and what do you get? You get your time back. That's the real prize here. This is all about turning those hours of paperwork into hours you can spend on yourself, with your family, or hey, maybe even seeing more clients if that's what you want to do.
And getting started is just as simple as using it day to day. Seriously, it's just 4 steps. You tell it what your note style is, like SOAP or whatever, and you only have to do that once. Then you record or upload your first session. You check out the note the AI creates, and you can even regenerate it if you want a different take. And once you've saved it to your EHR, you just mark it as reviewed. It's designed to be a super easy on-ramp, no complicated setup, so you can see if it works for you right away.
So, how much does it cost to try all this? Well, the number you need to know is 2. You get your first 2 hours of audio processing completely free. No credit card, no commitment. You can just try it out and see the difference for yourself in your very next session.
Which really brings us back to where we started, with that idea of presence. So I'll leave you with this question. If all that paperwork just vanished from your life, where would you put all that extra time and energy? Would you focus more on your clients, on growing your practice, or maybe, just maybe, on yourself? It's definitely something to think about.